Hey everyone, it's Derrick with another video, and today we're going to talk about some running updates because I've been sort of incommunicado for the last 3 weeks, and that's just because I've been fairly busy. I'll get into that sort of thing later on in another video, so make sure you subscribe and check out my Patreon account because you will see those videos immediately once they're released versus YouTube, which usually ends up being a week or two behind. So make sure you check out my Patreon account if you want to keep up to date with everything. Also, check out my Facebook, check out Instagram, because that's where I post on a daily basis, so you'll see updates from different things going on those accounts. So it's been 3 weeks. What's been going on? I've been traveling a lot. I've been getting my condo ready to sell. So there's been a lot of work, and running hasn't been the greatest, but last week I got a 40-mile week in, which is amazing. So this week I'm on track for another 40-mile week. I will have to run 13.5 miles-ish very shortly, but it's getting warmer out. Spring is here in Illinois, which is amazing. So lots of runs, lots of outdoor runs, and soon I'll be biking outside, which may take up some of the longer runs. So I'm planning on doing brick workouts, so that should be really fun too. So to get on top of what's actually going on, yesterday my fiance and I, Caroline, which I will refer to her from now on, her and I both ran a 5K, which is in Vernon Hills. It's called Loop the Lakes 5K. And we did this last year, and she ended up PRing by 2.5 minutes, or if you don't know what PRing is, personal record. And I ended up winning the race with an 18:19 5K. So it ended up being pretty nice. I ended up averaging right around 5:51 per mile. So it was pretty good. Nice to get under 6 minutes a mile, especially with essentially zero speed training. I had maybe one workout that was faster than that. And so that's really nice to get under my belt, because that 8K for the Shamrock Shuffle was averaging around 6 minutes, 6:10 pace, 6:12 pace. So I definitely know that the 5K can be faster. It's just my heart rate, my breathing isn't really down for that amount of speed. So my heart rate was really jacked up. It was probably like averaging right around 177 beats per minute, which is really the highest that I've seen probably this year. So that's really good that I'm starting to get more fit quicker and so on and so forth. But I've also had issues with sleep, not getting enough sleep. So that's one thing that's really important to emphasize, that one should always make time for sleep, even though you get less running in. And this week has been okay. Last week has been okay. And with some of the family issues sort of slowly, fizzling out, and I'm not as busy, and some of the condo things have been taken care of. Lots of those things have been, there's good news on the horizon, which is really good to hear, because this year has not been the greatest. So, but either way, I had my first win for a race in a long time, in I believe right around 11 years. Probably not since my senior year in high school have I won an actual race. And even then, I don't remember which race it was. It probably was 800 meters or a 4x8 100-meter relay win. So that's nice to get down, and that's nice to feel what it feels like to win again. But it's not something that I'm concentrating on. It's not something that I expect, mainly because the competition is very stiff. And not just that, but I'm not really training to win races. So I found out yesterday that the qualifying time for the Boston Marathon is 3 hours and 5 minutes. So my goal is to run anything under 3 hours to, at the fastest, 2:45. I'm not really looking to run any faster than that. I'd like to prepare myself to run faster so that I'm used to it and I'm not, running on race day isn't something that's just brand new to me, running that pace. I want to be over prepared rather than under prepared. And yeah, I think this week and next week are going to be 40-mile weeks, and I'll get my fourth weekend the weekends or the week following that. And yeah, we should be on our way to moving up another level, because we have it's April right now, so almost May, so I got about 5 months to go, which is still a long way. And I'm not really signed up for any half marathons. I'm not entirely sure if I want to still do those, but we'll see. I think I need to still get another race under my belt, and I really need to start planning these harder workouts. I'm planning on doing like a 10-mile repeat, not a 10, like 10 1-mile repeats eventually. And I'm planning on doing some fartleks and some out easy back hards and some tempo runs to really get some of that speed and get my heart rate going for those longer runs. And today is going to be a distance run. It should be an easy run. I didn't even want to do 13 today, but it ended up being I had to, because I didn't end up running that much yesterday for the race. So and I don't really recommend planning a race and then doing a long run after that. I would rather not have a long run in the same week as I have a race, but right now I really need the mileage, and I'm started building up to the 45 mile per week miles, and I'm hoping to top out at around 60, and we'll see where that lies. Once I start running 7 days a week, then it'll be fairly easy to get 45, but yeah, I'm weaning my way up there. I'm being very, very cautious because I do not want to hurt anything, and I do not want to get injured, because this is, like I said, a long race. It's a marathon, and I'm 5 months out, so you don't want to get sick. You don't want to get injured this early. I mean, if you get injured, I suppose this early would be better than not, but I definitely want to be healthy for this. So talking about sort of the training that's going on, it's been going well, and I've been getting more and more time to be able to train, which is nice, and the weather's getting better, so that's also nice. So I'm definitely planning. I also got a new pair of shoes. They're the Newton 6 Motions, and I paid right around like $95 for them. So they're usually like around 150 brand new, but I think they're a version behind, so it's not that big of a deal. But either way, I'll be testing those out, breaking them in, hopefully making sure that they work for me. I think I have a 30-day return policy on those, so I can run with them for a little while, and if I end up having issues with them, then I'll end up returning them. But the reason I bought them is because recently I've been getting blisters, and it's partially because of my socks, but it's also partially because the shoes that I have, some of them are run down. So I usually have 2 or 3 pairs of shoes that I have, mainly because sometimes there's an old pair that I have in case, it's raining out, so I run in them so that I can, not be worried about ruining them. So these are really what I might end up running the race in, and I'm hoping that I can break them in and they're super comfortable, like the last 2 pairs that I've had of Newtons. The Newton Gravity, I don't remember what version it was. It was probably either 4 or 5, and the Newton Motion 4 or 5. as well. They only had the 4 prongs instead of the 5 prongs that they now have, but those were super comfortable, and I wore them throughout all of my triathlon training in 2013. So those were really good, and I never got blisters in those. That's one of the reasons why I really like them. Anyways, that's the status update. I'll have more videos coming out. I just need more time and need to be able to prioritize and get enough sleep so I can stay awake long enough to make these videos. But anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're looking to get oh yeah, the stupid bell notifications. You don't really have to do that, but if you want notifications of when I actually do post a video, make sure you hit that bell notification so that you can see that. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.